Well, Central Texas takes pride in our beautiful lakes and rivers.
It certainly does. Lady Bird Lake, it's gorgeous. It runs through the heart of our city. And crystal clear Barton Springs bubbles up from the aquifer below. But our water picture isn't a very pretty one right now. And rapid development is straining and draining our water supply.
And at the same time, we're suffering through another prolonged drought. Judy Maggio has been looking into our local water challenges and potential solutions in her series, Running Dry.
All right, so Judy, how important is conservation in preventing a water crisis?
Well, conservation is always a key to stopping a water emergency, but scientists say conservation will need to be combined with new creative water strategies and water sources if we really want to stave off a severe shortage in the future. The good news is we can all play a part in preserving this precious resource.
In the 16 years since Hossbauer Farm opened in East Austin, it's never used a drop of city water to grow crops or to manage the menagerie on this little urban oasis.
We have donkeys, 2 donkeys. We have about 80 chickens and about 20 ducks and 1 pet goose, very loving goose who takes care of all the animals here. And then lots of vegetables and herbs and flowers that we sell to local restaurants.
Dorsey Barger and her partner own this 2-acre urban farm. She calls herself a sustainability nut. They even designed their house to collect rainwater and use it for irrigation.
The way that works is that we have a metal roof. Then the water from the roof goes down big downspouts about every 20 feet. The water goes underground and is fed by gravity into our 29,000-gallon rainwater cistern.
This type of major water investment isn't practical for most people, but Barger is a firm believer that all of us can do our part.
If you take a shorter shower, if you don't leave the water running while you're brushing your teeth, if you're not just watering the lawn because it's brown, if you're not washing your car, often. All these things are so important.
In the summertime, about 70% of the water we use goes to keeping our yards green. Right now, Austin's in stage 2 restrictions. Only once a week watering allowed and only during certain hours. It's one way we're encouraged to conserve. Another involves rebates. The City of Austin offers money for everything from getting rid of turf grass and replacing it with more water-wise landscaping to installing special equipment that will let you reuse water from the washing machine to irrigate your yard. Conservation is vital now because Central Texas is enduring another drought.
When you drive out past Lake Travis and you see how low the lake is, that is the water that is coming into our treatment plants. And the way that we bridge these periods of drought is by all of us doing our part to conserve water.
Shay Rawls-Rolson leads the city's water department. She says Austin updates its 100-year water plan, called Water Forward, every 5 years.
We know demands are going to go up. We know the climate is changing, but we don't know exactly when, where, or how. So we built a very complex and robust system to evaluate millions of different scenarios and test water supply strategies against those scenarios.
Austin is also investing in several innovative water strategies for the future, such as storing water underground in an aquifer during rainy periods to use later during a drought, and using the water from wastewater treatment plants, pumping it into Lady Bird Lake, and treating it again for drinking water. Also taking salty water from deep underground and treating it to meet drinking water standards.
Our water providers have done an outstanding job of ensuring that we have enough water, but our growth and drought is causing parts of the state for the first time to put moratoriums on development because there's not enough water. There's no guarantee when you turn on the faucet that the water is going to be there, and everybody should be, concerned about that.
Sustainability advocates like Dorsey Barger are hopeful that worries about our water running dry in the decades ahead will prompt more people to find ways to conserve water right now.
I worry, and I think there's reason to worry, that our Central Texas area could become, a desert. That over time, if we don't start really watching our water resources, it could be a very different place that we live in. We need to, every one of us, take steps, even if they're small steps.
Now, while Austin is investing in new ways to save and supply water for the future, 2 other major Texas cities already have state-of-the-art water strategies in place. San Antonio is storing water underground in an aquifer during rainy periods. El Paso has just broken ground on a new toilet-to-tap plant to treat wastewater to drinking water standards. So both of those cities, they're now considered national models for water innovation.
Wow.
Incredible. And Judy, I know that the governor made water one of his emergency items this session. Where do things stand at the Capitol, especially now that we're just a couple weeks left in the session?
You bet. And as you know, they're well aware there is a looming water crisis facing the state. The Senate has passed a bill that has sweeping reforms in it, spending billions on everything from new sources of water to repairing infrastructure. The House is still hammering out the details, but we all know that they're going to find a fix for this because they don't want new businesses to stay away from Texas because of the fear of a water shortage.
All
Absolutely.
right. Always lovely to have you here. Our
Great to
Judy
be here.
Maggio with us in the studio tonight. Judy, thank you so much.
You're welcome.